Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Walter Armstrong, and today we're going to be talking about the Moonshine Outlaw longboard. We're going to be deep diving into its specs, how it rides, durability, and why it's possibly one of my favorite longboards from the Moonshine catalog, and hopefully convince you to buy one as well. So let's check it out. Alright, so here's the first thing you should need to know about this. It's your standard directional single kicktail board. It's 38.25 inches long from nose to tail. At its widest point, it's 9.25 inches, tapering down to 5.25 towards the kicktail. Thanks to the vertically laminated wood core and urethane rails, helps to not only be stronger, but lighter. So you can just carry it around fairly easy. Yeah, bro, I'm so cool, longboarder. Yeah. Now your wheelbase option comes into 23.5 all the way to 25.75 inches. 23.5 would be both trucks closest towards the center of the board, which is how I have it right now, and which is personally how I enjoy using it most for free riding. When I do downhill though, I like to take my back truck and put it down one screw over and leave my front trucks how they are, just for maximum control. There's also flush mounts on the board, you see them here, that helps for your trucks stay in an angle and they lays flat on top of the board and not have the board control or maneuver any angle in them for whatsoever. Alright, so let's talk about wheel wells. Alright, so these wheel wells are fairly effective. I enjoy them a lot. Before riding these trucks, I've been riding some Bears 52s degree, and the only thing I've been using was just a riser, and I was rocking magnums on them going down possibly 40, and it's just great, and I felt comfortable, no thoughts of like wheel biting or anything like that. So I think the other thing you should check out is your bushing setup and how your trucks are. Graphics wise, this looks super awesome. You got the skull with the bandana, drinking some moonshine, energy green lightning stuff. I'm pretty sure it gives it superpowers, and I feel completely identified because it makes me want to drink some moonshine and feel like an outlaw when skating. So there's that. There's also another graphic on the top part of the board as well. You can leave it like I have right now, put some stickers on the side, or just cover it if you don't like it with your grip tape. I think we should get some riding going, get some tricks, and see where it goes from there. Hey kid, remember when you used to play Fortnite and use your parents' credit cards to buy V-Bucks? Well, you can do the same and buy this board. Just go to moonshinemfg.com and type outlaw. Thank me later.
Carro.
Alright, so that was a fun session and all, but let's talk about some concave. The Moonshine Outlaw offers you a medium radial concave and some rocker. I'm not sure if you can really see it through the camera, and the foot stop. But you can see like how the sides kind of like lift up a little bit and goes down towards the center. That's basically your rocker. And what this basically does is helps you stay locked in your board while riding, sliding, and doing basically anything. But at the same time, still feel comfortable to move your feet around. Compared to a lot of board companies out there, they like to have their concave specifically set up for one style of riding. Unlike the Moonshine Outlaw, the medium rail concave offers us a nice space where we can move our feet freely. The duration can vary on everybody's taste and style of skating. If you're just going to be somebody who does downhill and sliding, then you're most likely going to be having this board for a long time. Depends if you don't crash on it. And even if you do crash, these urethane guardrails will help you a lot and protect the board as much as possible. If you find yourself using the tail a lot, like me, then you're most likely going to be but banging up the board more often than usual. But that's what it's there for. And thanks to the construction of the Moonshine, the integrity of the board can last a lot longer than I would say of a normal wooden board. Alright, so these boards are waterproof until the point that you crack something inside and let the water get in. But apart from that, thanks to the construction of the urethane core, and also there, if I'm not mistaken, there's some urethane as well inside where you put the trucks and the screws. So that way, no water can enter through there. I've had many sessions with the Moonshine boards on the water, and I can say the next day or the next week or the next time I'm out skating, nothing feels different. Unless you're not paying attention to your trucks and wheels and bearings. But that's a different story, but we're talking about the board right now. If you're like me, I weigh around like 200 pounds, 220. And I like to take it to the skate park. I like to put it on kickers. So imagine going up like a few feet in the air and falling flat with 200 pounds on it. It could snap fairly easy. But if you just like low impact stuff, I guess like just doing downhill, sliding, some blunt slides here and there, or just take it to the skate park just for a normal cruise, or like as I mentioned, cruising around town, then this board could last you a whole lifetime. I don't take my word for it. Everybody's different, but this board has been with me so far for 2 years, and it still looks pretty new, except for the tail. But apart from that, I feel like I can still rock this board for a bit more. And the last board that I had of Moonshine, the Outlaw, before being part of Moonshine, I snapped it down over here towards the tail, doing as I mentioned before, going up a few feet in the air and falling of all that weight. And I used the board afterwards for possibly 6 to 7 months, and the tail just kept on bending down. It looked like it was going to break at any second, but I still rode it with. But I don't recommend anybody else doing that. Do it if you are going to do that, do it with your own risk. I decided to take the risk, and I abused it as much as I can, and that board did not want it to break. I'll show some videos over there. For me, the cherry on top of this board would be the kicktail. I find having the most fun with it, doing anything and everything that I can, going to the skate park, maneuvering around town, or just throwing down your classic blunt slides. We're over here at the skate park now, so let's get some few clips, see how it goes, and talk to you why this is my favorite board. So I lost charge on my laptop, so we're just gonna acapella this part out. So why is the Outlaw my favorite board from the Moonshine catalog? I would have to say because it's the most versatile board that lets me do every type of discipline that I like to do just with one board. I find myself the most comfortable standing on it, not being so big or so small, giving me enough space to do what I want to do. However, if you find yourself that this board is too big for you,
you should possibly consider checking out the Moonshine Sidekick. Because like every good outlaw, he needs his trusty sidekick. It's basically the same board, but just a little bit more smaller. So check that out. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I convinced you enough to get this board, or possibly consider it for your next time. Check out your local skate shops if they have it. If not, tell them to bring out some Moonshine boards. Or you can check online. Let them know who's the outlaw. Take care.